Hi everyone, welcome back to Sharp. I've been testing razors for a long time now, looking to see what's the best one. I started off looking at subscription razors, trying to find a really good one, and I've just been trying anything really, and a few guys have recommended that I try the Gillette Power. So yeah, that's what I'm going to review today. So this is the Gillette Proshield Power, and this is what it looks like. So I've been using this for the last 2 weeks. I think, I guess the key thing I want to evaluate really for you guys is the power thing worthwhile? Does the power actually do anything or not? So I guess that's, the key thing that I've been looking at over the last couple of weeks. I guess I have been comparing it to the Pro Glide. So this is the Proshield, which you'll see has got a lubrication strip either side, so it's got 2 lubrication strips, whereas the Pro Glide doesn't. Other than that, they're very similar. So they've got 5 blades, they've both got these micro fins, which are those little bits there that like channel the hairs through, the black bits. They've both got flexible, and yeah, they're supposed to be like the leading edge of Gillette's razors. They've got stabilizers to keep the blades at the right distance from each other, all sorts of stuff going on. So yeah, I mean, look, if you want to see my review of the Pro Glide, I've already done that, and I liked it. I thought it was a great shave. Today we're looking at the Proshield, which has got those 2 lubrication strips, and power. Is the power any good? That's the question. So look, last 2 weeks I've been using it. Let's pop this out, get a nice new blade in. The blades are super easy to just clip in, and they do last a while. Right, let me get ready. Now that is nice and hot. So I'll be using Geo Trumpers today. This is actually Geo Trumpers coconut. I ran out of limes, and I got bought coconut for my birthday present, I think. You'll see I've got, I think, 3 days growth, which, if I'm honest, I think is the optimum kind of growth for the 5 blade Gillettes, and I'll explain why in a minute. Oh, this stuff's good. Okay. So here we go. Now look, I have literally for the last 2 weeks been shaving one side of my face with the power on, one with the power off, one with just the Pro Glide, one with I've tried every variation I can think of to do a really good analysis as to whether this makes a difference. So look, when you press this little button here, the thing vibrates. It's barely noticeable. It just feels like it's slightly vibrating a tiny bit. And if you try and read up as to what it's supposed to do for you, it's actually quite hard to find anything that says it is significantly better. What they say is that it gives it a micro pulse. That's all they say. And they say that it helps it glide over the skin a little bit easier. So look, let me start. I'm going to start without it on. So this is no power on. And what you'll see is I'm getting a bit of the clogging up because of the 2 lubrication strips. So yeah, I mean, I preferred the Pro Glide really because it doesn't have these 2 strips. And I found that it glided over a bit easier. So look, if I didn't have as much, let's get rid of some of this. Let's just get rid of a bit. It just doesn't need as much lube. So it's like a slightly fatter headed version of the Pro Glide, which I don't like as much. So the Pro Glide was just a little bit skinnier. You can see that massive extra lube strip there. Just doesn't really do it for me. I think, you can really, it's a bit like I say before, shaving with a giant fat spatula head. Okay, now I'm going to turn on the power and just listen to this. So what you'll hear is, as you shave with the power button on, it kind of has that that kind of reassuring or rewarding noise, as if, you know, you're cutting a hedge or something. When you apply pressure, it kind of goes, do you know what I mean? So it sounds great. It sounds like the power is making a difference. Oh, listen to this. Yeah, so it sounds like you've kind of fired up this mini chainsaw that's really making a difference. The reality is, it makes no difference whatsoever. So yeah, look, to cut to the chase, that micro pulse vibration does nothing. I'm absolutely sure of it. So whether you're shaving like this or with that turned on, the shave is pretty close. It's a nice reliable shave. If you've got 2 or 3 days growth like I had just then, that is the optimal really for these 5 blades, because it really picks up on it well. Like when I was shaving daily with this, it kind of never gets that close. So it's not the closest, but you can't expect that really of a 5 blade. But give it a shave every other day, and yeah, this is as good as the Pro Glide. Like I said before, not quite as good in my mind because of the 2 lubrication strips, which just tends to gunk up a little bit too much. I don't think you need to. But does the power do anything? My answer to that is almost 100% no. So it makes a good noise and it makes you think that something different is happening, but in reality nothing different is happening at all. So yeah, it just makes that that good noise, but the reality is it's cutting through just the same. Oh look, little nick there. Well, there you go. So that took me a while to get to that conclusion. I've been messing around with it for probably 3 weeks now. So anyway, that's the Gillette Proshield for you guys. Yeah, slight variation on the Pro Glide. Still their 5 sharpest blades, still the micro fin, still the balancing thing in the back, still the flexible technology. This is their big claim. They think this is their best. And look, it was a good shave, but does the power do anything? No. Cool, thanks everyone. See you soon. Cheers, bye bye. Stay sharp.